Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am reviewing a very exciting product. You already know with the thumbnail. I am using for the first time the new PAT McGRATH LABS Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. So I don't want to reveal too much because we're gonna get into it after the intro. She released this on July 26th. I just received it today. Didn't have it in store where I live, so I couldn't swatch it. So I basically went on her website and on Sephora's website, and they have a shade finder to help find the perfect match. Now it was a bit easy for me, like I found like comparing some of the foundations I have, I could either be an 11, a 13, 15, and I got, even at one point I got like a number 16. So I just went with my gut and I selected the girl that seemed to have kind of a similar skin tone to me and the shade that got the most hits. So that was the number 13. If you want to see how this foundation performs, how I apply it, and how well it stays on within the day, we're going to do a little wear test. Please keep on watching. I will also include some swatches with other foundations, and hopefully it will help you to compare or go in store and maybe, you know, find something that is close, under or same or a bit on top. Like, hopefully it helps you a bit. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, you can also follow me on Instagram. And without any further ado, let's see how this foundation works. I'm very excited to try for the first time the brand new PAT McGRATH LABS Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. I just received it and I'm really excited. I haven't opened the package yet. So we are going to find out together if I bought the right shade. I bought it from Sephora just because I thought I would get it faster, although on her website I could have bought the setting powder and the primer as well to review for you guys. I love PAT McGrath's work. I love her brand. If you already subscribed, you probably already watched some of my videos, my review, my 5 looks 1 palette, 4 looks 1 palette with a lot of her palettes. If not, I will link some right here, like all along the video, or at the end of this video I will put the little icons for you to just click on and watch the video. She launched this foundation. It came out in stores, in some stores. We're not lucky here in Alberta. Online on July 26th, and she created 36 shades for every skin tone, and she has kind of divided it in 5 different categories for light, light medium, medium, medium deep, and deep skin tones. So, which is good, it's great. You get 35 milliliters, and it's supposed to be silky, luxurious, feels serum soft, and easily buildable. So we are going to find out together. I will insert the photo of the girl I decided to match to right here. So I matched to the shade number 13. Hopefully it's the right shade. I really hope so, because I hate trying on a product, open it and return it. I don't like that. If it's a tiny bit lighter than my skin tone right now, I will be okay, because, well, I'm tan right now, but I live in Alberta, in Canada, and we mostly live in winter time. We don't get a tan very easily here. We are going to open this little guide together. So this is how the box looks like. Beautiful packaging. I'm not surprised, like PAT McGrath's packaging usually always astonish me. And this compound like opens like this, and you get the bottle inside. You have the shade you selected right here on top with a little sticker, and you get the usual like little logos here for PAT McGRATH LABS. At the back you have all the ingredients, and on The side here you have the statement, buildable, perfecting coverage, weightless texture, sublime satin finish, runway tested, mother approved. Universal formula for all skin types, oil-free, paraben-free, fragrance-free. And then in French. Formule universelle pour tous les types de peau, sans huile, sans parabènes, sans parfum. So it's great. There's no fragrance in that foundation. I really appreciate that. I know some people were a bit annoyed by the fact that it has alcohol, but if you do a little bit of research, you find out that most of the time once you apply the foundation, the alcohol evaporates. It just helps to balance the formula from what I heard. Alright, shake well before use. So we're gonna shake it well. Oh, I'm excited. I really do hope this is the right shade. And you get another time, like when you open it, look at that detail. So when you open it, you get, again, the little logos here. Oh, it's so pretty, so pretty. I'm gonna keep the box. You know, if you know me well, you know that very often I keep the boxes. With here, and oh my, it looks so pretty. So this is how the bottle looks like. It's like a frosted glass with kind of a diamond cut. Can I say that? Yeah, an emerald or a diamond cut. I'm not sure if you can see here. You get the shade number. It feels nice in the end, and I like that the cap has a little indent here, so when you can grab it easily. Yeah, there you go, and it comes with a pump. Ah! I'm gonna shake it well and cross my fingers for the shade to be okay for me. Ooh, came out pretty quickly and pretty liquidy. So I'm gonna do a little swatch right here. Oh yeah, I think that's gonna work perfectly actually. Look at that. Okay, so I know she advised to apply first in the center of the face and then just blend it outwards. I'm going to do one side first. I'm going to blend it with my favorite foundation brush, which is a Sonia Kashuk, and maybe lower the light a tiny bit. Yeah, wow, it blends so easily, melts into the skin like really fast, which I'm not surprised for PAT McGRATH. She is used to work in runway shows, in backstage, you know, and you have to be quite fast. Wow. Well, I have to say, it's one thin layer, but it looks like skin, and it can already cancel my redness. You can still see a little bit my freckles, so very natural finish. So far I like that. I'm gonna zoom you in just to show you the first layer and to compare both sides. Oh, I'm so pumped I picked the right shade. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do the second layer, and I think on the other side I'm gonna go with a sponge just so we can see. I'm gonna apply it straight on my brush, and you can see how liquidy it is. See? And let's get a bit more coverage. Let's see if we can. Okay, so that is 2 layers, and it looks so nice, guys. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you swatches of different foundations I own just to compare, and hopefully it will help you like for finding your shade. Look at that. Oh, looks like skin, 2 layers, and that's the kind of coverage I like. It looks so natural. I'm really happy too, because this is an expensive foundation. $90. I know, that's probably the most expensive foundation I have ever purchased. So on the other side, I'm gonna use my super sponge. It's already wet, and I'm just gonna apply some on it. What I really like with that sponge is it doesn't absorb the product, so I'm not gonna waste anything. And let's see how it works on that side with the sponge. And in winter it will work too. I will just put a bit more concealer. And because the formula is so liquidy, so fluid, I have a feeling like it blends really, really easily. Always forget the nose when I do that, so I'm just gonna go over the nose. Well, it's pretty much the same. I don't know if it's because I have a window on this side. I have a feeling it's a tiny bit more shiny with the brush. I'm just gonna add another layer quickly just to see how it builds up with the sponge. Okay, yeah, it's looking really good on both sides. I would say I have a tiny bit more coverage on that side with the sponge. So I'm just gonna go on that side on the little, I have like little blemishes here. Just gonna go with a micro tiny pump just to cover that a bit more. And it is buildable. And I didn't put an illuminating primer before. I just put my Tatcha Violet Sea Brightening Serum and the Dewy Skin Cream. For this nice coverage, I have 2 pumps on each side. And so far, it's looking really, really good. I'm gonna wait. Of course, we're gonna do a wear test. But so far, it's looking really, really nice, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a light makeup for this video. Just want to see how my favorite products layer on top of it. So for this I can just fast forward very quickly. I will get back to you right after. Not to set the foundation itself, just to see how it behaves like within the day. But so far, guys, I think it's beautiful. I'm so astonished by the finish of it. It looks like perfect skin. I'm pretty sure if I just do one layer on this, you know, I don't want to look like I'm wearing anything. One could believe it. But everything layered on beautifully. I used some of my favorite products. I used the Bare Minerals bronzer in the shade Faux Tan, my Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in the shade Seychelles, the Becca highlighter in the shade Champagne Pop, and I am just in love so far. I think it's so pretty. It looks so fresh, beautiful. On the eyes I did something quite simple, a bit of bronzer in the crease, and then I used the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in the shade Jean or Jean for the French girls. Very pretty, super natural finish, you know, a little bit of glow. Yeah, I love that look. I think it's so pretty. For the lips, I used one of her lipsticks. It was a little Geo. I think it was limited edition, but she might still have it on her website. And I used the shade Christy. Super pretty matte pink. Very fresh. Okay, but so far this is how the skin looks like, and I have no filter on the camera, nothing. You saw how it was covering everything, and I'm so happy, I got the right shade. It looks beautiful. I'm so excited. Okay, I want to do some swatches to compare the foundation. So first I'm gonna use the PAT McGrath and just do a tiny pump because this is quite liquidy, so it comes out fairly quickly. Don't want to waste too much. So okay, that is the PAT McGrath Labs in the shade 13 for my French friends. It barely shows on my skin actually. I'm gonna zoom you in a tiny bit. Okay, I have a little mark here because it was resting against the table. Now I'm gonna do the Nars Sheer Glow foundation in the shade Stromboli, medium 3. Pretty close. This is a bit warmer. The Tarte Concealer in the shade Light Medium Sand 27S. Bit lighter, and that's normal because I bought that foundation beginning of spring, but yeah, I know it oxidizes a tiny bit. Then let's do the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade 575. Okay, let's try the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation in the shade Macadamia 2W1. Should be a bit lighter too because I bought it this winter. See, so the PAT McGrath is darker than that. This is way lighter. But that's normal, that's kind of my winter shade, but it gives you an idea as well. You know what, I'm gonna put a bit more of a PAT McGrath because I have a feeling I did like bigger swatches. It doesn't seem to oxidize. But yeah, the formula is so thin, that's crazy. Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude Water Fresh Makeup in the shade Tawny 3W1. I bought a pump for that one. Kind of similar actually. It's kind of a good, let's put it right here just to compare. Yeah, very similar. Camera stopped. Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation in the shade Y365. That's pretty close too. Let's do a drugstore maybe. Let's see, the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Foundation in the shade 310 Butterscotch, or for the French, Caramel Écossais. A little poppy here. So it's a tiny bit darker. And let's see, another drugstore. Let's try, I don't know if it's the right match right now, but the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear in the shade 455. That's a bit lighter. Hopefully it helps you if you have some of these foundations, or even if you have a store close to you who sell these foundations. At least you can maybe compare and see if it's something that matches your skin tone or that is close to your skin tone. I'll post maybe a photo on Instagram with the shades, the name of the shades. I might do that. Yeah, that Revlon, I'm not sure what's going on with that thing. It really got like super dark or what? You can also leave me a comment down below asking me for a specific foundation. If I have the shade at home, I'll be more than happy to tell you what shade I am. It's 11:48 a.m. so I will see you in a few hours. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? Usually happens when I wear a red lipstick. Alright, a little check-in. It's 5:30 and I'm wearing red lipstick because it's National Lipstick Day today. I didn't know. Yeah, and for this, you know, since I always wear nude colors, I'm like, okay, well, just snap a little photo with a red. And I actually used the one from that little duo. So you have Christy that I had before, and this one is in the shade Forbidden Love 049, and that's the matte trans lipstick from PAT McGRATH Labs as well. It's nice, like, you know, I don't wear red very often, but if I have like a very soft eye look, I like it. Okay, onto the foundation. I know it's $90 for 35 milliliters, but this is gorgeous. It has a very nice coverage, a buildable coverage. It looks like skin, and it got even more dewy, I have a feeling, with time, and I love it. I think next time I'm going to try to apply it with my hands to see if it makes a difference. You know how very often makeup artists, they actually use their hands, because sometimes, you know, it's not the same like using a brush, a makeup brush or a sponge versus hands. You know, it has a natural warmth to it, so it warms up the product and the product acts differently. I believe it will add a bit more coverage, but we shall see. I will definitely use it in another video very soon. So far, I love it. I'm gonna zoom you in. This is how it looks like. So natural, like it's crazy. And I don't have a feeling it oxidized, so I'm super happy. I'm super pumped. I'll get back to you. I'll use it again a different way with my hands. I'm thinking maybe creating a PAT McGRATH look with as many products I have. I don't have a lot actually for complexion from PAT McGRATH. I hope this video was helpful, that you enjoyed it. I hope the swatches may help you to find your shade, or maybe direct you if you're in store and you're comparing, you know, with foundations that you actually can find in store. I know some of you are really lucky and you do have PAT McGRATH in store. In Canada, I don't even know if we have it in Canada, like in store, like in bigger stores, like bigger cities. I'm not sure. Let me know. You are lucky if it's the case. Otherwise, well, you can make a guess and cross your fingers. To me, I find this is a beautiful, beautiful product, and I am really tempted to purchase the loose powder and the primer. Although I think she put fragrance in her primer. I'm not sure why. This is great. It has no scent at all. I didn't smell anything. And it's so nice for people who have sensitive skin. So anyway, but I'm really curious about trying these other products, because this is gorgeous. And no surprise, it's Mother, right? PAT McGRATH, she has so many years of experience, like everything she launched so far that I purchased, I love. I have many videos where I show you how to create multiple looks with our palettes. I will link them right here or at the end of this video. Right now you can see the little circle with my photos and maybe those videos, so click on it. You can click on the circle to subscribe, or in the red button right here, subscribe. Don't forget to click on the little bell as well, so you don't miss out on any new uploads. And that is it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next one.